Hello. Yeah, welcome to the xTool live demo stream. I'm Nicole. I'm also known as Freaky. Freaky is my alter ego, my imaginary self. And throughout my tiny company, she takes the role of appearing online. But for now, it changed. Now I'm here with my face. So I'm not used to that, so please bear with me a little bit. I got some nice ideas for today. It's new for me to stream for xTool, and I kind of want to try to show you guys how I'm gonna do stuff in my daily life when I'm playing around with my xTool laser. Yeah, as you can see, I prepared there. On that side, I prepared a glass. This is one of my favorite ones that I made. I made it with a 20-watt diode laser. I have an xTool S1. It's an amazing machine. Really, you can do so much things with that. There is like a rotary tool that you can use if you want to use cups or mugs or glass, as I now did. You can engrave on it, and it's fairly easy. If you know how, and that is what I'm going to be here for, I'm going to try to show you guys all the little things that I do and how to do it. Yeah, where shall I start? I'm not very good. I'm the queen of chaos, so I'm not really good at preparing, and I kind of always go with the flow. I used to stream always on Twitch, where people that have seen me, they know Freaky's here, so there's gonna be chaos, and I think that's kind of what makes me me. Okay, let's see what I have. I want to show you guys my screen. There we go. Ta-da! This is a program I really like to work in. This is how I get my inspiration, my ideas, and I fluke them out. And yeah, then I can decide whether I want to have them on a design or not. So for now, I was thinking actually something like Vikings. I love Vikings. I come originally from Holland, and I live in Denmark now. Yeah, so it's land of the Vikings, and I love it. It's really amazing. So I really like to have it often Viking themed. I think they're really cool. I actually have been playing around already a little bit because, well, of course, I want to be a little bit prepared, as good as I can. And I actually had one that I think was pretty nice. There. I think this one was really funny. I will tell you what happened. I wanted to make actually just a boat and a dragon, a Viking boat. And I actually forgot when I was working on the preparation of the stream, I forgot to remove my reference images. So, well, it ended up with an xTool logo on it, and I actually loved it. So this is yeah how little mistakes can happen and turn out to be something great. Happy little mistakes, right? So I'm gonna grab this one. I'm just gonna place it right here. And I'm gonna open xTool Studio. This is the software of xTool. Well, whoever has already seen some streams will definitely have come across this. This one shows a really big field where you can work on your canvas. It's because the S1 is fairly large. I think I can show you from here because my camera should follow me. It does. So I think you can, if I move a little bit, here you can see how big it is compared to me. Okay, now I am not really the biggest, so tallest. Let me see. Yeah, I was checking if I got any important messages to see if my stream was coming through. It's a lot of testing today, and yeah, so we're gonna go with a lot of yeah, first times here. Let me quickly grab the document that I have made. There we go. I'm just drag and drop it, and I say scale to fit. That is always the easiest. One thing I want to explain is I want to make this one on a black metal business card. And for that, I have one here, still nicely in the package. And these are really amazing. It's actually, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's actually a bottle opener, and I use them as my business cards. I think they're amazing. People don't throw those out because, well, who doesn't want to have a beer opener, a bottle opener at hand, right? So now the thing is, this one is black, and if I want to engrave it, normally you would make an engraving and you have the black lines. So I purposely made this where I said I want to have this design on a black background. That is something, if you start doing this a lot, you will actually realize how much more easy it makes it. Because what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to invert this. So if it would not be on a black background already, I'm going to have to go with lines around it and stuff to make it stand out. And I won't need to do that right now. So I'm going to select it. I go to Edit. And then I'm going to say Adjustments. And here you will see Invert. And then, oops. So the laser always engraves only what is black. So, but if you then engrave on a dark background where light will show up, then that black will become light and not black like it would be, for example, on a wooden key hanger, right? So if I would make the same thing, I can go here, edit the image, and I'm going to say make this image in a circle on a white background. I'm not sure if it's going to do that right away because it is not the circular image. I think I have selected Google Nano Banana Pro. That one is a little bit slower. It is really good. It's really good. But you have to wait. This is to test your patience. Now that we're testing patience anyway, I actually noticed that I forgot. I wanted to play some music. Let me see if I can. If it's going to be very loud, I would like my phone for the people that are watching me that know me. Please poke me that it's too loud. So I'm going to turn this down here because I don't want you to hear that. So you guys shouldn't hear it through my mic. And I promise I won't sing along. I covered myself in this. Okay, so it worked. And I'm gonna make this one, I'm gonna make it on a wooden key hanger. Okay, let me see if I get, okay, it shouldn't be loud. It indeed shouldn't be loud. That is really good. There we go. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna pull this one up again. And I'm gonna drag this one in. Scale to fit. Now the only downside is that it kind of took off the wing. Not really what I wanted. But we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna make okay, this is something for the people of xTool that are surely listening. I don't know if it's already in the pipeline, but here it says AI cutout. The thing is, I was lost for a little while when this came, because I always do it manual. I like to do those things manually mostly. But if you click on it, you can say manual cutout, and it goes with the magic wand. It's a great tool, and it's very easy to select everything that you don't want to have. So for this instance, I don't want to have this thing. It instantly took already really a lot. Now you see there's some small lines. I don't think it's going to interfere much. I'm just going to take it away just to be sure. So this is just like when you have an eraser and you use pen and paper. Not a pen. You need to have special pens for an eraser. A pencil and paper. Can I drag it? No. I can. Yes, I can. So I could have sped this up a little bit. In hindsight, I could have made a magic wand. I could have put the sensitivity up a little bit, so it would take a little bit more than, because it now just had a pixel range that it didn't select, because the color was too far off. It just goes an X amount of colors further than the normal one, but I think this is fine. Confirm. So now what I'll do, I'm gonna open up in the bottom here. You see the layers and object list. This is really convenient to work with, because here I can just say, okay, I don't want to see this one, or I don't want to see this one. No, I actually don't want to see this one, because I want to work first on the wooden key hanger, because I already have my diode laser in. So the diode laser is actually a very versatile laser. It can engrave on a really big amount of things, except for metal. Metal it can engrave, but it's not a shining star at it. What I have, also have a 2 watt infrared laser. I hope that wasn't loud actually. And the 2 watt infrared laser is actually really good at metal and not so much at all the other things. So during the stream today, I want to actually turn off my machine, and then I will swap it out, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. It's not really difficult, but sometimes I felt when I started all this, it would have been nice to have someone that can show you that you just have this feeling already. So yeah, I'm just gonna take what I felt I was longing for when I started. I'm just gonna do those things, and hopefully I'm gonna help someone with that at some point. So key hanger. I love them. I've made loads and loads of them, because there's so many ideas you can put on there. Let me see. I'm gonna make this smaller. Oh, wow, I'm still on the wrong one. Oops. There. So it was still selected. That's why I could still drag it around, which is not needed. So I'm gonna measure how big it is. I actually know how big it is, but I'm still gonna do it for the show, because you know that's how it's cool. So we would say it's 32-ish millimeter it is, and that is for me calculated here from the edge, not where it curves, because if I'm now gonna curve over that, if I'm gonna engrave over that, the distance is gonna get further and then it will not take it. Because then the laser is gonna be out of focus. And that is the same as those evil kids back in the days that want to play around with ends and a magnifying glass. If you do it too high, if you do it too low, the sun is not going to focus in one spot and nothing will happen. That's the same with a laser. Luckily, no ends. Okay. So if you click on this, you see in the top here, you will see how much millimeters it is. So I'm gonna go with 30 because I think that is totally fine. Is it? Oh, that's the location, Nicole. 30. It is kind of slightly changed. So I think that was to bully me. I'm just gonna quickly put it elsewhere so she's gonna be confused. So now I'm gonna zoom in because it's not really big, of course. Yeah, I think this is gonna be fine. Now we're gonna select the material because the laser needs different settings based upon what kind of material it has under it. So now there is a really big library on xTool, and I'm gonna show you. Ta-da! There is wood, metal, plastic for now, paper, silicone, rubber. Not everything is meant for a laser diode, but it will also tell you. Or a diode laser, wow. But all the materials are in there because you can select different machines from this. Now, this is normal birch. It's nothing, can I say, wooden key hanger? Is that wooden keychain? I think yeah, this one is fine. I recognize them. They come in lots of sorts and shapes. One day I'm gonna be so skilled I'm gonna make them myself. But I still need to work a little bit on that. So wooden keychain we have selected. We have the correct size. Now I have not been engraving for a little while, so I hope it's not mad with me. Oh, please. It's still connected with USB, so it should do things. Oh, I'm walking out of screen now. Sometimes it helps when I just turn it off and on again. That's the golden rule, right? That you always need to do first. There we go. See? Turn it off and on again. It always works. 99.9% of the time at least. Okay, so can I please? Yes, there we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you at my laser. Can I change my screen? Bum, 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 bum. Oh no. My thumb is having a hiss. Let's see if it wants to work. of course everything is gonna go wrong. Why is it having troubles? Don't tell me I have to turn it off and on again as well. Okay. Now, I recently have been reconnecting a lot of things. So. And everything got labels. I labeled everything. I think now it should be going. Yes. It's a really great camera. It's not a very expensive camera, but I really love it. It's an overhead camera. You can just move it, which is very convenient. I always use it normally when I'm painting or something and people want to look up really close what I'm doing. It's great for that. So let me set it, and I'm gonna show you guys as well. Oops. There, ta-da! Now you're in my machine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna forget what I was gonna do. So I grabbed it. This is my key hanger. Now, I have done some key hangers before, so I should have I made this. I cutted it out with my S1, and this is just the exact size, so I can make sure that it lays still and is always on the right spot. So here we go. See, it's a perfect fit. And then I can use the clamps. They are magnetic and they're really strong. I was really flabbergasted the first time. The first time that I actually took them off, and I tried to put them down, and it was a ka-chunk, really fast. Okay, so my camera has lost me. Please follow me. Okay, there we go. Now you guys can see in here. I'm gonna grab the laser head, and I'm gonna make sure that the crosshair is gonna be right on top of it. And you see on the edges here I have made markings, so I know what is the exact middle of this. So then I should be in the clear. Now I'm going back to the other screen. I will show it. In the top right area, you see here how to measure. You could do it just by hand. You may fill it in as you want, but this is just very easy. You just hover it over it, and then you just click on it, and I will show you what the machine is doing. Now it is going to reset itself, so it knows the distance that it had to drop the needle between the reset point, and that's the difference. Then it knows how high or how low it is. I find it magnificent. So now it has set that. My laser, my crosshair, I'm gonna sit down. I always move around a lot, so don't really have a lot of rest. So when you see on the crosshair, funny thing is that this is kind of magnetic, so it snaps to it, which is really convenient, because now I already know I made it 30, so it should be the right size, 30 millimeter that is. I'm gonna show you a little trick. It's very convenient. It's just to make a little bit more sure that you are in the right spot. It's called mark processing area. I heard someone say you should best always use the polygon. I'm a little bit lazy today, so I'm just going to go with the circle. It actually works really well. But if you want to be very accurate, you can make a lot of dots. You see here the dots. Those are the amount of times you're going to press the button on the machine. And by that it will know where your project is. So I'm going to go with the circle and I will say start marking. Now you see there's a big empty field and we're going to have to make 3 points. Now those 3 points, I'm going to go to the machine and I'm going to manually put it over. I will show it's already here. I will zoom in for you guys. There. Maybe that's a little bit too far. There we go. Now you're gonna see that I'm at the machine and I'm gonna go first to the top, and I'm not gonna go on the curved edge as I said, because I don't want to have the laser being out of focus. Then on the side, I don't know if you can see it from here, but here is a blue button that I will now have to press. And when I press that, I'm going to show it on my screen. You see that a little red dot has appeared. And that is what we're going to do 3 times. So back to the machine. I'm going to move the machine and I can pick any point that I want on the circle and it will calculate it by itself. It is really smart in calculating. I press the button again, click, and I'm gonna choose the 3rd point. Just gonna take it nice to the side there, click. Now I will line it up. I don't actually really need to line it up anymore, and I'm gonna close my lid. Now you guys can see it in beautifully green because this is safety glass. The laser has a reach of an X amount of nanometers, and if you get that in your eyes get damaged. So this glass is filtering that light so that your eyes are not going to get damaged. And it's an enclosed machine, so you can't operate it if you have the lid open. It will just say no, we can't do that. So it's very safe to use this, and of course you have to always stick with the normal safety rules. Never leave it alone. That is the first thing. You're still working with a laser, so you don't want to make any fires or anything, and you want to be there to stop it in case something goes wrong. Okay, without further ado, I'm gonna go back to my screen. Here you will see that it now made the circle, and you can say end marking. So I'm gonna click that, and I will say done. Now what you see is there appeared a circle on my canvas as well, which is really convenient because now I can line this up exactly like so. You see there will be snapping lines showing up. So this should be the exact middle. Now when we chose the material, the benefit of that is it comes with settings. Like I said, it needs certain settings per material. It needs an X amount of power and it needs an X amount of speed to get to the right engraving. At another point I will go a little bit more in depth with that, but for now we're just going to trust it. If you click on it, here you will see the results of this setting. I think that's going to look fine. If not, I learned that sometimes it's also fine if you do another pass. As long as you don't touch it, it's not going to move, and that is all just going to be fine. So sometimes I play with it. Of course, it's better if I do it in one go. but sometimes you have to be a little bit forgiving. So I'm just gonna click process. Or move elements to the center of the canvas. Have I forgotten anything? Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, I have forgotten anything. That is, yeah, that's me. I still have this one. And what I forgot is I forgot to turn it off. So in the top right here, below where you did the outer measure, you say output on or off. And if you don't want to engrave it, you have to turn it off. Now, what is really good is when I would have proceeded anyway, I didn't understand maybe what it was saying now. The preloading screen is already showing you like, hey, I'm gonna go all the way there, and then you're wondering like, hey, how are you gonna do that? And then you will see that you forgot to turn it off. So I'm turning it off now, and I'm also gonna hide it because I don't want to see it right now. So now we should see only one. I'm gonna say process. And this will take me a whole 1 minute. Yippee. I'm gonna click start. Here you also get safety reminders. Do not leave the device unattended when it's working. So you get reminded, which I find lovely. I'm gonna move to the machine here, and I'm gonna press the button, and then you will, oh, I'm gonna actually show you also when it's gonna start working. When I press the button, it's gonna line up, and it's gonna do its magic. And there it's ready. I don't know if you can hear it, but the extraction fan is still on. I always leave it on for 10-20 seconds. So all the fumes are gonna be out and about through the pipe, the exhaustion pipe. So I'm giving it a moment. Otherwise it will smell like I have a fireplace, which I sadly don't. I'm gonna see that I can show you guys while it's still laying. Let me go a little closer. There we go. And this is the result. So you see the color markings are actually nice and crisp. They're pretty nice and dark. So I think that this is gonna be just fine. I don't need to go a second time over it. So the standard settings that were given, that were tested by other people, they did well. They did a good job. So I'm gonna press on my screen. I'm gonna press finished. And I'm gonna take it out. There we go. That is how it looks in hand. Now, these key hangers, they are really great if you want to put something on the back, someone's name, someone's number. I use these all the time to hang on my bags, for example, when I go with the airplane. It's really convenient that you have your data on it, so people know where to put your bag back in case it gets lost. Not that that ever happens, of course. Okay, still on the diode, because I don't want to swap it just yet. What shall we do? Shall we go for a panda? I love pandas, in case you don't know that yet. I really love pandas. So I'm just gonna clear this, and I'm gonna say a black and white silhouette of a cute baby panda. Abstract. I'm missing letters. Abstract, minimalistic. That is usually how you can make sure that it doesn't make all the little details. I don't really, if I'm gonna engrave on something as small, this is a leather key hanger, and it's also not very big. So if I'm gonna engrave something very small, I do not really want to have all the extreme details. On metal, yes, absolutely, because metal will show it way nicer. But on things like leather, I rather have like a little bit of more of a rough drawing. Let me see. Minimalistic, where was I? A black and white silhouette of a cute baby panda. Abstract and minimalistic. What is he doing? I want to have a pose. Cartoony. Doing a funny pose. No, doing I'm gonna make it a face, and he's gonna be winking. Okay, so I currently have 4 models selected. This is a new feature in FreePic. It's really lovely. Usually I just go per model, and then I'm gonna try how they all interpret my my prompt. Oh, this one is also really cute. I'm in doubt. I think that Flux did a really nice job, and I think that Ideogram did a really nice job. Shall we give it another whirl? This is also cute. It's more like a sketch like that, right? I don't think a sketch is going to be nice on leather, in all fairness. I think I'm just going to go with this one. Baby panda. Cute face. There. Here we go. And I'm gonna pull up my xTool Studio. I'm gonna drag and drop it. Scale to fit. Are you guys up for something difficult? No, it's really not difficult. It's different. Okay, so I'm gonna put away the boat. Go away, boat. We don't need you right now. Okay, I'm gonna go with the baby panda. So what you can do, this is an image, it's a PNG, so it's based on pixels, right? But if I'm gonna stretch it out really big, or I'm gonna make it really small, it needs to compress that exact amount of pixels, and it needs to divide it really far wide, or it needs to compress it really small. Now, you can also make it into a vector, and a vector is calculating the distance between every element. So even if I make it really big, it's not going to get blurry because it doesn't need to only rely on those pixels that it was given. I hope that makes any sense. If not, please just ask away. I will try to explain it a little bit better then. So there's a really nice feature here in xTool Studio. If I'm going to go again to edit, you get all these nice tools. And I'm going to say trace. That's kind of all that there is to it. Now, you can choose the smoothness. If you zoom in, you actually see that there's always like a little bit of bumps and stuff here and there. You see, it is never really just smooth. It looks it from far away, but if you really get close, then it's not. I'm just gonna crank up the smoothness a little bit still. I think it's gonna be fine. It's a very simple design. And I will just say save. Now, if I do this, you see that I have a very simple line drawing of this. I'm gonna take this one away now. I'm just gonna press delete, I don't need it. And here I will say engrave. And then you see it has filled in the areas that were meant to be filled in. So what is really funny, what you can do is, let's say I find this mark here not so nice. I can see edit compound, and compound, it is editing elements. So not you also can edit the nodes itself. So I can move around this, like I can make the ear like so, or here. I press Ctrl Z to stop, to undo what I just did. I can say edit compound, and you will see it lights up the elements that I have here, right? So I can now just move and also make it into a tier. Now it's a sad baby clown panda. And that is, I think, when you know those little things, you can very easily change up your designs a little bit. So, you know, you have it exactly how you have it in your mind. And I think that's what makes your art really beautiful. If you're able to really give out what's in your mind. Now, do I actually want to keep that? Is it nicer without? I think it is. Okay. I think it's nicer, and actually, oh no! I'm gonna go with edit compound, and I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna V that, and I want to reflect horizontally. And I'm gonna put it in there. Why is it not? Very silly. Ah, okay. I learned something new. If I reflect it horizontally, it just doesn't know that anymore. Well, that's fine. I'm not gonna cry about this. This one can go again. There. Now it has a little bit more consistency, right? I can also do this with my arrow keys. So I have a bit more of a solid movement, a little bit more accuracy than I can do with my mouse. So we're gonna place it on the key hanger. I don't work fast. You will learn that when you are seeing me more often. There we go. I work with a lot of joy though. I hope that will be worth something. So this was one of my first tryouts when I just started this, and I'm still using it till today. I made with clay. I made a holder. It's not perfect, but it works really nicely. I'm just gonna take the other side because I want to have the panda face on the front. So that's what we're gonna work with now. And the funny thing about the clay is it's so heavy, it doesn't need those supporty thingies. Let me get some lights. There we go. Again, I'm gonna line it up, and I actually I will swap the camera a little bit so you can watch along what I'm doing. Oh wow, that's nicely not on spot. There. So I already made markings, so I know how big it is. So that's actually, I always found it very convenient. There. So it's the height here is 4.5 and this is 4. So I'm gonna stick with 4 because that's where I want to have it. So I'm gonna go back to my screen. I will click on the little baby panda and I'm gonna go with 40. Again, I am gonna go with 40. And since keep aspect ratio is still on, it will still maintain the same aspect ratio. So now we see the width is 40 because it's a wider model. So the height will only be 34. Now we can ignore this thing. And I'm going to show you when we do the polygon. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I move around the laser to where my processing area is. And especially with the curves, I'm going to set a little bit more dots. And you see it happen now on the screen. Because especially at the curves you want to make a little bit more dots so you know exactly where your curves are. At least that's how I like to do it. Oh, I keep pushing out the needle, the measurement needle. There we go. Now I can just place it. Oh, you see, I actually forgot a dot. Now that's not beautiful. That became really silly. That became really, really silly. Wait a second. I have never ever had that. Okay, well, it's slightly better, but I don't know why it is still a little bit off. And marking, and done. Now you see it is actually still, because of the shape, it's still too big. So I'm just gonna narrow it down, because this is approximately what it's gonna be like. I'm gonna place it down. I am actually really wondering why it is doing that. So I'm just gonna go with a square. Okay. Now we're gonna choose a leather. So we're gonna go, I'm just gonna search it up, leather. And what color did I use? Yellow, right? I'd say it's more ochre. Okay, I'm just gonna stick with yellow. It's not really yellow, it's a little bit darker, but if I do choose a too dark one, it's gonna drop down the power, because you need a bit more power to engrave on something light, because it bounces off the light. It's just like with the sun in the summer, it bounces off of white, but it absorbs the black, and that is kind of the same with the laser. So on black, it doesn't really need to be so hot, so to say. Okay, 1.5 minutes. I think I'm gonna have to show you the swapping of the laser the next time. I will stream again in 2 days, and then everything should go fine. I hope. Okay, I'm gonna press the button, and then I hope that I measured it right. Oh, I will show you there. I think it's still not very dark, so I might have to go on a second pass. Yeah, it definitely will need another pass. I will show you in a moment when it stopped extracting a bit. See, it is kind of like gray at the moment, so I think we can definitely crank it up a little bit. Normally I would play around with the settings slightly more, but I didn't think that we would have any time for that today. So I didn't touch it at all, so I'm just gonna leave it like so. And I'm just gonna go with another pass. I don't really want it to fume so much around it. So I think I'm gonna crank up the power, and I'm gonna make it a tiny tad faster. That way the fumes don't really have time to settle on it. You will see when I clean it, because I always clean the leather afterwards, because all the soot that will be on there, it will still clear up quite a bit. So we're gonna turn it on again. I also have been making some key hangers. What is really fun to do on them is to actually put in some paint. You have a special leather paint, and they make it actually really cool. It costs a little bit of work, but well, then it's hand painted, which is also pretty awesome, right? I'll show you these. I have purposely engraved deeper, so with a more thorough setting. And then I have filled in what was engraved away. I filled it in with paint, and I think they became pretty cute. But it's a lot of work. it's really a lot of work to do it. So I also tried it to mask it and then laser it and then peel it off. But still the paint still kind of goes under it. So it's a little bit tricky. You have to be pretty accurate. Okay, let's see. Sometimes I really have to contain myself that I don't open the machine right away, because then and I will show you first. Here's the result. And you see that it became nice and black, which is really great on such a light key hanger. Now, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna grab this, because this one is done. Close the lid. I'm grabbing my alcohol, my isopropanol. I'm just gonna clean it off a little bit, if I can get past the child's lock today. There we go. So it's just a tiny dot. I'm just gonna very quickly go over it. I think it still has had a lot of fumes. There we go. It's a lot clearer now. I think I would play around with the settings still a little bit. These are new key hangers, so I did not really have any time to play with the settings. Now, something that I will show you the next time is how to make a test grid. I can show you in here. Let's say if I would, for example, grab this little panda, then you have a material test array in there. And what it will do, it will give a reference. That's nice. So if I want to engrave that, this is what it already said, that this is what people have been testing out with. And here you can see the differences. Here it is barely touched because it was, well, not so much power and a fairly high speed. Here it had quite a bit more power and decently slow, so that became more deep. So here you can see where you want to have the perfect settings. Now, why did it do X's? Okay, normally when you click on your design, it will do your design. Okay, I'm bullied today. They changed stuff in the software. Okay, I will show this the next time. I'm gonna check out what exactly has been changed, because normally I would click my panda. What is that? And then it would just show me, so I don't know why that is right now. But now it does. Okay, I guess I'm silly. You click on your design, and I would suggest taking a simple design, and then you can multiply it, and then you can say, okay, I want so many columns and so many rows, and then you can say I want it between this speed and that speed, and between this power and that power. And if you already have an idea where you have to be approximately at, you can make a very nice testing grid specifically for what you have. So for example, I now have these slightly yellow ones, and well, I have not tested on it beforehand. So if where I have done that, I would have made a tiny test array, and then I can see what exact settings are going to be perfect for that. But I will treat that another time. I see it's 9:15, so well, I started a little bit later because I was fighting the stream software. Next time that won't happen. I would like to say thank you for watching, and I will be back on Sunday.